This dude is an absolute marauder, high-level wrestler, and when he is at his suffocating best, punishing UFC fighters on the canvas, looks like he might be able to make a real concerted world title run, at least to me.
You know, not many guys can use that skill set almost singularly. We saw Khabib Nurmagomedov early in his career essentially just wrestle and dominate people. And that is the approach that this young man is taking. He is so good at getting in your face and making you work. You gotta be preemptive. You cannot allow him to grab your leg. If you get your leg, you're going down. You gotta be moving, you gotta stay on your feet. Because this guy, if you get your leg, he's like a dog on a bone. And it's that single leg, a thing of beauty.
And he basically guaranteed a finish here tonight. Certainly believes the takedown is gonna be there, and we will not be surprised if he goes for one.
But John, is that in the matchup, or is that in his belief in his skill set that he's gonna finish this fight? Unreal.
Well, you run out of time listing all the men that have fallen at the hands of Sergei Pavlovich. I would say equal parts power and speed. It's amazing to watch this man hit a speed bag, but he's most known for his power that has ended the night early for the likes of Curtis Blades, Tai Tuivasa, Derek the Black Beast Lewis. A lot of people liked him going into that Tom Aspinall fight. He was not able to realize the UFC Interim Heavyweight Championship, but he remains right on the cusp. The consequences of getting hit by this man are so dire, and you can be sure his opponent is well aware of that fact entering competition here tonight. All right, with that, both fighters have now graced the octagon. They will lock the door behind them, ready to go with a crazy fight here at T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas today. Our tale of the tape for this heavyweight fight. To get us started with the official introductions, here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds in the UFC heavyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. Ladies and gentlemen, he is the former UFC light heavyweight champion and the member of the UFC Hall of Fame, the People's Champ, Tito Ortiz. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, Sergei Pavlovich.
Referee Herb Dean will handle the action in the octagon. All right, well, it's going to be interesting to see how Tito Ortiz approaches this specific match. Oh, lands a hip toss now. Pavlovich is in half guard, making all these shots count. All right, working on the ground here, his opponent's feet on the hips. All right, trying to pass here. As Glover Teixeira might say, not today.
Not today. Great job of following with the hips, keeping those legs locked and keeping them in full guard.
Well, the ground and pound has been on point tonight. Good work here by Pavlovich.
Another one. I mean, he cannot miss from the top position.
All right, the referee not seeing enough action there. We go back to the center of the octagon now. The right hand just misses. Left punch is there for him. Oh, another blistering combination there. Really starting to do a nice job stringing the shots together.
And you can see the damage in his opponent's body, his face, his body, his legs. He's beating him up on all the targets. It's not one guy just headhunting.
Oh, double leg takedown.
Side. When he goes to finish, look, he's got it locked. When he goes to finish, he has to pass.
Oh, how good is that as he gets out?
That is great submission defense, keeping everything short and not allowing his opponent to get the submission victory.
down inside the now closed guard of his opponent.
Let's see how patient he is as he attacks a submission or big ground and pound. Gotta be careful here. There it is, now he's going to mount. He should be trying to get back to his feet.
Well, this is a tough fighter to buck off. Very good pressure and work here by Tito.
Oh, he got to his spot.
Oh, the ground and pound is coming. Good movement to avoid some of that power coming back. Moving his head here on the ground, champ.
I mean, this guy is very active off of his back. That helps him to evade those strikes.
Good, solid strike on the ground. And there it is, another strike on the ground gets through. If you're the bottom fighter, DC, what do?
You got to move, you got to shrimp, you got to get up on a hip to try to move your opponent off of you or pull him down to close the space.
That horn sounds means we have reached the end of round one.
All right, buddy. Sit down, relax, breathe, okay? You gotta suck it up this round. You're not tired. I want you to go out there and I want you to get this taken.
All right, we now take a look back at some of the highlights from that last round, DC. A lot for the replay guys to choose from.
I mean, these guys are going to be very busy trying to find what replay to show you guys. Lands on both sides of the octagon. Both guys fought great. What a phenomenal round.
You ready to fight? Ready.
All right, round two. All right, here we go with our next round, DC. Pretty good game plan in the previous round. Attacked the body to great effect, and we'll look to continue to do so here.
He has done a great job of making the investment. The investment to the body that may not pay dividends early, but as the fight goes long, you will see it start to pay itself off.
Huge strike lands there, and somehow his opponent's chin held up.
His opponent's chin held up, but you do not want to be on the receiving end of those types of strikes.
Postures up. Ooh, and he lands a brutal strike to the head. Man, another one lands. He's trying to pound his opponent's head through the canvas. Well, he's staying pretty effective here, fighting off of his back. Nice strike landed there by the bottom by Ortiz.
He passes to half guard. Nice transition.
Dominant position here. He's got the full mount. A lot of different ways he can go here. Maybe try to find an arm bar or just get the ground and pound.
He can attack submissions, but those submissions will present themselves once he is landing that brutal ground and pound he is known for. Because then his opponent will start to get a little bit desperate to get out from under him, which will then in turn leave arms dangling, or he'll turn to his knees and get choked out.
All right, so he continues to land a high volume of strikes. He talked to us a lot about pace and pressure, and he has certainly kept up his end of the bargain.
I mean, the cardio is fantastic tonight. He is pushing at a level that we have not seen him fight before. This is shades of Colby Covington, Max Holloway, those guys that can fight all night. He is showing you that he has done the work in the training room, and it's on full display tonight.
All right, side control now. The ground strikes continue to pile up.
Changing the position.
Well, we'll see if he postures up and can get some of his ground strikes going here.
That guillotine is very tight.
Oh, great submission defense. Postures up now. That's a vicious head strike. How'd he take it? All right, he remains in pursuit of the submission, but the defense continues to hold up. I'm not sure he's going to be able to find a finisher.
In MMA today, guys are so well-rounded, they're so gifted. It's hard to just lock up a submission, but he continues to try. And in those efforts, he has given himself a chance to win this fight.
I've never been submitted.
Never have? I am.
Stop.
All right, take a seat before we go. Breathe. Deep breath in. All right, here's some water. Ready? Listen. All right. You're doing awesome out there.
All right, let's look back at some of the action, DC. Your good friend Mark Coleman, the godfather of the ground and pound, would be proud.
He'd be very proud. He'd be very proud with the way that he showed his ability to use his ground and pound. He didn't waste any action. He did everything he needed to do. He was able to posture. He was able to control risk. He did everything perfectly in his approach in that ground and pound sequence.
Third round underway. All right, here we go with our next round. And DC, you've spoken a lot about ground and pound speed.
That was a beautiful hook. It landed perfectly, and it hurt his opponent very bad.
Back to his feet. All right, so look at that. A cut has been opened around that eye area.
He's taking shots over and over again to that area, and now he's dealing with a cut. Great job landing from the top position. Ref will help you here. Just as the referee will never take a guy out of mount, they will not take a guy off of your back. You have to get him out of this position.
Tito's able to flatten him out. This could be real trouble now. Grounded him and pounded him. Nice job. Another ground and pound strike gets home.
This is where he wants to be.
And we have passed the midpoint of the fight. All right, so yet another ground and pound strike lands right there, DC.
He's getting very active now that he knows he can land these strikes.
Well, you've got to admire the urgency here. He is trying to keep the jab. Oh, you got to start to look to finish him now.
Oh, big elbow. Big double leg, double change.
Might be a submission attempt here, champ. All right, setting up for a submission now. Oh, that is tight. Could be the beginning of the end.
He's out. What submission defense on display?
All right, half guard position here, DC. You have an extra hop in your step when you talk about fighters working out of this half guard.
Oh, man. I like half guard as a top fighter. I understand half guard as a bottom fighter. Don't want to be there. It's very dangerous. But if you are there, you have to be winning the position of the underhook. It opens up so many opportunities for you to either escape or sweep.
Trying to guard pass here, not today.
No, it ain't happening. Good job understanding the transitions.
10 seconds to go in the round. All right, side control now, DC. You know he's in his element on the ground. A lot of tricks up his sleeve. A lot of tricks. And that'll do it. 15 minutes in the books. All right, so that's the end of the round. Potential adversity here. He's got a cut on his cheek sustained from that strike in the round. Now the focus becomes maximizing these 60 seconds, shutting that cut and preventing it from becoming a major factor here moving forward. So the crowd voicing its appreciation after that round. We had a knockdown courtesy of a punch midway through. DC, here's your highlight.
It was straight. He threw him in combination and landed that big punch that really did hurt his opponent. Lesser men would have been done. He's got a tough guy in front of him. He will have to go back to this again. He will have to get back to this action if he wants to get the desired finish.
Ready to fight? Ready.
We have arrived at the fourth round fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds.
Take it for a ride. Nice double leg, nice finish.
All right, north-south position now. We'll see who transitions first.
That was nice.
All right, right into side control here, DC. Biggest difference between half guard and side control?
Well, side control to me feels like a little bit less control because now my legs aren't really doing anything anymore. Now I'm controlling you with my upper body. So I've got to be very, very aware. It's still advantageous, but it just seems a little more free-flowing than having something like a half guard.
Pavlovich is back in full mount. All right, he's trying to control posture here. Now trying to hip escape.
He's just trying to move out of this position off the bottom.
Oh, guillotine choke would appear to be locked in. Yes, it is.
Yep, that guillotine's deep. How in the world did he escape that submission?
All right, so pretty good damage here with the ground and pound. Nothing superficial about these strikes. They are intending to harm.
Oh, yeah, he's landing very accurately, and he's landing to get damage on.
Lands the ground and pound strike here.
He's just being more aggressive, and because he's being more aggressive and more loose with his strikes, he's landing.
Just over 2 minutes to go in the round.
He's got to be careful here.
Moving his head pretty well defensively on the ground here.
Look at him attack that arm triangle on the opposite side. When it's time to finish, he will lock his hands, pass his body all the way to the opposite side, drop his chest to get all the way.
Working out an Ezekiel choke, and he somehow gets out.
He just had to stay patient. It's so unfamiliar. If you panic, you're going to get submitted. He didn't panic.
15 seconds to go. Oh, postures up and lands a huge head strike there. Nicely done by Ortiz.
Take a seat, baby. Listen, he's outstriking us. We're down on the scorecards. I need you to fight smart. If you start losing the stand-up battle, I want you to look for...
All right, let's look back at some of the action in that round, DC. What a high-level display of offensive wrestling.
I mean, this is a joy for me to watch. I enjoy watching a guy maintain this level of wrestling for as long as he has done this. He is constantly in his opponent's face. He's constantly taking him down. Getting taken down and getting up is exhausting. Let's see how tired his opponent is as the start of the next round.
So here we are as our next round gets underway. I would have tapped in that previous round, by the way. I would have tapped. That's as good a punch as he's thrown all night.
The punch that lands down the middle, the one that you don't feel, is the ones that land perfect, and that one landed perfectly.
All right, well, he rocked him pretty good, but didn't sort of smell blood in the water, and now his opponent's back in the water.
I mean, blood's in the water. You got to go get it. You got to go find the finish. You cannot let him off the hook like that, because now he will be motivated to try to go and hurt you as you go down.
Well, I think I can smell the blood at this point in time. That canvas didn't look like that a few fights ago. Blood is flowing from that cut with every passing strike.
Every strike. And it burns. John, it burns so bad. When you get cut like that, every time a shot lands, it just burns. So this guy needs to try to find a way to not take and limit the damage he's taking to this cut. Easier said than done, though.
Man, this is some serious ground and pound. He's trying to put this dude's head like, oh, in good position to rip off a Kimura here. Ooh, that Kimura looks tight. Oh, he's out of danger.
Great submission defense. He's able to take his arm out and stay safe.
Most fighters will tell you offensive wrestling is the hardest, most exhausting thing.
Especially if you're just running the guy over, John, and then he just gets up.
Work. Come on, I'll stand you up. Just work.
Outstanding pressure from top position here by Pavlovich. Really good job to land these strikes from top position.
Look at that. Recognize he was about to lose position.
Oh, his ground and pound is on full display here tonight. Pavlovich is back in full mount. Lands with the ground and pound. Standing over his opponent here and making these strikes count. Beautiful sequence there by Pavlovich. These ground strikes are starting to add up. All right, feet on the hips here.
Oh, good defense, yes. Great job finding his shots from the top position. Great job landing the strike from his back.
Final 10 seconds of the fight. Well, he grounded him, and now he's trying to pound him out. Great ground strikes here. Oh, what a finish to this one as we go the full 25 minutes. Stand and cheer, ladies and gentlemen. All right, the official decision is in. It resides with the venerable Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 5 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a majority draw.
All right, champ, the finish does not materialize for either fighter here tonight. Both fought well, and both have to settle for a draw.
Yeah, you know, sometimes no one separates themselves, and that's what you get. You get a draw. Can't be disappointed. The fighters are. But me as a broadcaster, as someone sitting next to the octagon, as a fan, I don't feel that empty knowing that both guys are kind of go away with no loss.